coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, horses cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, horses cold brew. Just let me be blunt. My speech in the morning, nothing but grunts. With no coffee, that's as dangerous. On a scale from 1 to 10, I rank it that girl from Stranger Things. And if you get what I'm saying, my attitude be mad flagrant like I'm Draymond. But you ain't get the picture, BFP. So I'm gonna keep pushing on you, GNC. It's like, yeah, the first thing on my mind is when that hot coffee gonna seep into the coffee grind. It's like some magic's floating all in the air. Toss some ice cubes in my cup, it's a good day. All I gotta say is that it's starting in a good way. It's time for working and I don't even care. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, horses cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, horses cold brew. Start fresh, that's how it's gotta be. Everything starts back with your coffee beans. If it's cold brew, then it's gotta be coarse. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, start learning the course. But of course you can disregard, and don't at me if it gets too hard. When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving no hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a with flair all city, ain't got nothing on it. When that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on. This cup of coffee, yeah, boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, horses cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, horses cold brew. So I guess that's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say a dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day, whether old age, illness, or from listening to Coldplay. F that noise, wubba love love, drink all the coffee, chug a lug lug. The day doesn't start till you're on your second cup. If they talk before then, homies better duck.
Good morning, all of you beautiful nerds from around the world, and welcome to the morning stream here on the Den of Nerds Live, the very best way to start your nerdy day. On today's show, it's a Marvel Monday, baby. It's a Marvel Monday, and there have been so many rumors about Marvel projects coming down the pike for the MCU. We're going to break down every single one of them and talk about everything that we know. You know, I felt like this would be kind of a cool, chill Monday morning stream. Just go over all of the crazy Marvel projects. Literally so many Marvel projects that it's been hard to keep track. And then all that Star Wars news came out, and some of the Marvel news we didn't exactly cover. It's a Marvel Monday. Why not? Let's do it. How are we doing today? Good morning to everyone. I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat before we get into all this craziness. We got a bunch of beautiful people in here. Trinity's here. Stormbreaker's here. Jordan. Lavis. Star Wars Center. Mike Porter. Ryan H. Mr. Deed. Max Ross. Josh Mason is here. No rewatch for Josh Mason today. Welcome. Glad to have you here live. Brian O'Connor's here. Bill M. Levant. Writes Reviews. Hawks Holocrons, Brady. Oh my God, John Harris, Coachella Coastal Ginzer, Jim Freddy, Mr. Serper, Fanjaxer's here. Sorry if I missed some people. Whoa! Lots of beautiful people here on a Monday morning, baby. Woo! Chat, turn that up a little bit. Let's get it going. Monday. Woo! Godfather's in the building, everybody. I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the vibes this morning, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, you want to join the chat a little bit more, You got to come over to the Den of Nerds Live, our YouTube channel. Pardon me, folks. Let's jam out. I'm going to take a sip of this Taylor Lane organic coffee, the official coffee of the morning streams on the Den of Nerds. Go to taylorlane.com and use the code NERDS10 at checkout for 10% off, and so that they know we sent you. Damn, that's good. Deliciosas. Hey, real quick, guys. Chat, pause the music for just a second. Pause the music. I know, we're getting hype. I know. No, I know. Just for 1 second. Okay, look. A couple of announcements, guys. A couple of new things coming to the Den of Nerds and just a few little change-ups, okay? So first of all, I have to unfortunately announce there will be no community stream this week. I know, it's tough. There's no community stream this week. We're going to have the next community stream next Monday. Now, here's the deal. Thought a lot about this. We're going to cut the community streams back to twice a month, okay? So we're going to cut them back to twice a month, but here's what I really want to do. We're going to make some social media posts about this. We're going to really try to get more people aware of the community streams. We're also going to push them back to 9. 9 is a little bit late, I know, but we've just been talking to people. We think that's a little bit easier for everybody to come to. The community streams are going to start to be a much bigger deal. We're also going to put up social media posts that if you can't make it to the community stream, but you want to have us go over your question or to go over something that you want to talk about with the community, you can put it in there and we will take that and we will go over it while we are in the community stream, okay? So that's number one. Community streams, we're doing less frequent, but higher in quality. I want them to be very, very good, and I want to let everybody know about them and try to really get people on board with that, okay? So that's number one. Number two, we're going to start posting a streaming schedule each week, okay? So I'm going to work on that a little bit later today. We'll have a nice format for it. They'll come out every Monday. They will be pinned to our Twitter. They will be on the community page on the YouTube channels, both of them, and they will be on Facebook and Instagram as well. These are going to let you guys know what is happening throughout the week with live streams. They will give you the schedule of the morning streams. They will give you the schedule of the Patreon-only streams, which we do every weekend. If you're not a Patreon and you're interested, we do some streaming every weekend with the Patreons. So look for that. And I also want to tell you guys, Star Wars fans, listen up. I have an interview tomorrow with Corey and Noah from Kessel Runs Transmissions. These are the guys that broke the scoop about the Rebels sequel series. I am doing an interview with these gentlemen tomorrow talking about the Rebel sequel series. We're all interested in the Rebel sequel series. What's going on with the Rebel sequel series? Well, we will find out tomorrow in an interview with the Kessel Run Transmissions. I'm very excited to sit down and talk to those gentlemen. If you have some questions, maybe we can get to some fan questions like we did the last time we did an interview with Jeremy Conrad. Drop some fan questions in. You can drop them into the comment section here. Throw them in the Discord. Hit us up on Twitter. Whatever you got to do. But I got to tell you, just in general, really exciting things happening with the Den of Nerds. I've got another collaboration I'm cooking up with some possible Snyder Cut supporters. There's all this craziness going on with the Snyder Cut. And so I'm hoping to sit down with some Snyder Cut supporters as well. So there, you will be able to see on the live streaming schedule, anytime something pops up, like maybe it's not up on Monday, but on Wednesday we figure out we're going to do this other live stream. We'll put it on the schedule. We'll put it on the post. So you can always go check out the pinned posts on Twitter, the things going on the community tab. Just a little housekeeping. Okay? Just a little housekeeping. Yo, hit us with that music, chat. Let's get back to the music, man. Yeah, just a little. You know, it doesn't have to be crazy. Yeah, that's a nice level. That's nice. So before we get into all the MCU stuff, how's everybody doing? Yo, Josh, maybe it's a fun idea to have the next upcoming community stream be about the same topic as this stream. Hey, look, that's very possible. I'm not going to commit to a topic for the community stream yet because I think, I think maybe by Thursday or Friday there will be something that pops off and we'll be like, oh, shit, that's really crazy. That's what we should do for the community stream. So we'll probably lock it in by then. But I'm totally okay with promoting the community streams themselves. Like I'm going to have Ken go in and clip out some things from the other community streams when we're just hanging out, showing people more of what they are. I think there are people that still don't even know fully what they are. And so I want to put that on display for everybody and get people to understand what they are. Trust me, baby. Good things are coming. We're on the move. Watched Man of Steel yesterday. Forgot how much I like that movie. Ooh, yeah, I like that movie a lot. Does the Snyder Cut really exist? Mike Porter, not only does the Snyder Cut exist, but it seems more real than ever, and there's actually some evidence to suggest that AT&T might spend the extra $20 million that Zack Snyder wants to actually create that movie. It's so wild, dude. All this stuff is so wild, and that's why I want to break it. That's why I want to break it down with people. I want to talk about it because there's so much hyperbole and craziness when it comes to the Snyder Cut, right? There's all this like perception of like, oh, the Snyder Cut bros and like all this other stuff. Like everything else, baby, we're gonna cut through the bullshit. We're gonna give you the real story. Talk about what's really going on. So look for that. I made Snyder Cut Bros angry on Twitter yesterday because I suggested it might not be that great anyways. Hey, look, it might not be. Who knows, right? Wouldn't that be hilarious? If, like, we spent all this time, like, so many people were so fired up about it, and then you see it, and you're just like, meh. That would be awesome. I don't know. It's just my twisted sense of humor. I think it would be great. All right. Let's get into this, man. Pause the music. Put me on the big screen. Put me on the big screen, baby. Hey, by the way, just want to let you know, the reason the show was late, we were a couple of minutes late today. I had to figure out what to do with this mess. Like the hair is getting harder and harder. I can't just wear hats all the time. Like, I want to just wear the hat all the time. Whew. It's rough. It's rough, man. This quarantine hair is a real thing, and it's really rough. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a little Reddit post just to keep us on track here because somebody did a great job here. Let me see if I can shout out the user. Oh, see, this is ridiculous. I didn't even know this was the username, but this is perfect. So user Josh DeBoz 11. Whew, great name, you know? Whew, wow, just such a good name. Josh DeBoz. Josh DeBoz. 11 days ago, posted in the Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit, every rumor/confirmed movie, TV show in various stages of development for the MCU. And they include the Sony movies in here, but we're not going to include the Sony movies, okay? I don't really want to include the Sony movies. We're going to just talk about the real Marvel MCU movies, you know what I mean? We're not including Sony in this. So that's going to... Whoa, hang on. Let me take this. Give me 1 second, guys. Hello. Oh, Tom Rothman. Yeah, no, hey, oh, yeah, you're watching the show? Sony shill checks? How much are we talking here? Okay. Uh-huh. No, I understand. Hey, man, sounds good to me. You guys must have got some bailout money, huh? All right, right on, man. Nope, it's all good. All right, yep, talk to you soon. Okay. So like I said, guys, we're going to be going over Marvel movies and Sony movies because they're both equal parts of the MCU and to me feel just as valid, okay? So we're going to go over Marvel and Sony movies for no particular reason, definitely unrelated to that phone call completely. Okay, so... let's start with the obvious ones, the ones that we already knew about, and then we'll sort of work into the more rumored ones, the ones that were talked about that we're not so sure about. So we've got the Eternals. By the way, I am going to give just little tidbits on every single one of these. And by the way, this is also just going to be me on the big screen talking about Marvel movies for probably the next half hour. So riveting digital entertainment. Yeah. So the Eternals. The newest thing with the Eternals is that I heard buzz that Richard Madden's performance is amazing. That Marvel Studios is just incredibly pleased with what Richard Madden is doing in that movie. Very interesting. And also, that movie's trailer will probably be streamed via Comic-Con at Home, which is really interesting. So pretty excited about that. Of course, Black Widow. Nothing really new to talk about with Black Widow. It's coming out in November. That's really cool. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We've talked so much about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, guys. I am super excited for this show. When it comes to new information, I did a video on Friday. I don't know. It didn't pop as much as I would have liked it to, but if you are interested, I would recommend you go check out the video that we did Friday talking about some of the revelations about Nick Fury's involvement in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's an interesting thing that Charles Murphy was talking about. You might want to check it out. It's pretty interesting, but we've talked a lot about that. WandaVision. There are leaks currently out about WandaVision. And I don't know if they're real or not. We've had so many plot leaks and so many rumors about WandaVision. And right now, we have a baseline idea for how we think the show will go. We also think the Young Avengers will majoritarily be introduced in that film. So then we've got Loki. Loki, the big rumors are, of course, that Kang is going to be in it, that we might even get a younger version of Loki. Very interesting. So, Loki series looks cool. Time Variance Authority. We have no idea when that will actually come out now. Maybe next year. The What If series. The What If series, nothing really new to talk about with What If. It's going to be really interesting to see. I'm personally really excited for What If. I'm a sucker for animated stuff anyways, and I love the concept of doing something with the MCU characters, and Elseworlds really scratch an itch for me. So, in general, really awesome. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, man. Really interesting stuff when it comes to Shang-Chi. The tournament stuff is pretty legit seeming. We do not think now, there was a scoop at Fandom Wire and Andy Signor over there talking about how he's not going to be the son of the Mandarin. That's sort of a new development. We thought he might be the son. Shang-Chi might be the son of the Mandarin. It appears that the tournament will focus on obtaining the 10 rings. So that's really interesting. But other than that, just looks like a kung fu movie tournament type thing with Shang-Chi. Very interesting stuff, okay? Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So don't forget to throat punch that like button. Hell yeah. Wait, you're on timeout, Stormbreaker? Look, I don't know. Maybe the Nightbot's going crazy. Nightbot's a little bit weird, you know what I mean? So sorry if he attacked you. So Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I'm very excited for Venom, Let There Be Carnage. There's no necessarily new developments for it. Obviously, you've got the Cletus Cassidy character. That seems to be a big part of it. Now, Tom Hardy, this happened, and I don't know how much we actually talked about this, guys, but Tom Hardy has been posting a lot of, pictures of Venom, eating Spider-Man, or Venom, having something to do with Spider-Man, and then he deletes them very quickly, right? So it seems like Tom Hardy is sort of teasing that Spider-Man might be involved. So, hey, that seems really cool to me. Now, Spider-Woman. This is interesting. This is all about the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman character. A lot of rumors here. The last we heard, there was rumors that Spider-Woman was actually going to be an MCU and Sony kind of character, one of those characters that goes back and forth. The licensing on this character is interesting, where Marvel owns the rights to the character when she is not in the Spider-Woman costume, and she's not doing Spider-Woman things, because she has a history of being involved with different agencies like S.H.I.E.L.D., Hydra, and things like that, okay? So Spider-Woman, it would appear, a lot of people thought that film was going to be developed for next year, pre pre-virus and all that sort of stuff, right? Your mom goes back and forth. How dare you, Jacob's Quest? How dare you? Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. So I gotta be honest, I'm not sure what to tell you about the Spider-Woman movie. I know that there's smoke, but I also think that things have changed in a post-virus world. Maybe not so much. You know what I mean? Maybe not so much with Spider-Woman, but there were actual legitimate reports and things being talked about with regards to Spider-Woman. Spider-Man 3. Lots of crazy rumors about Spider-Man 3. You know, who knows what is exactly correct and true when it comes to Spider-Man 3? The only things we know for sure, Feige talked a lot about how this will be Spider-Man out on his own, out from under the wing of Tony Stark, really being his own character. Now, I think the thing about Spider-Man 3 that's interesting is, what is Feige going to do in this movie to create an easier, like an easier divide between the Sony Marvel movies? Is he going to do anything with setting up a diegetic explanation for how Peter can go over there? What's he going to do with the movie? There's a lot of interesting aspects to that film. Some people think that Spider-Man 3 will be Kraven the Hunter. I personally hope it is Kraven the Hunter. I'd love for it to be a Sinister Six movie, but as we'll talk about as we move on, there's actually legitimate buzz about both a solo Kraven the Hunter movie being developed at Sony and a Sinister Six movie being developed at Sony as well. Okay? Next up, we've got Black Cat and Silver Sable. Now, this is interesting because there were both solo projects rumored for both of these characters and the Black Cat and Silver Sable movie. Now, Black Cat and Silver Sable, or Silver and Black, I think is what they were going to call it. No, I didn't skip Morbius. Chill out, bruh. Chill out. We good. Oh my God, I did skip Morbius. You're right. Ray Hall, I'm sorry. Okay, let's talk about Morbius for a second. Good catch. Good catch. And there's the Kraven the Hunter things on that list as well. Okay, so let's talk Morbius. Morbius, we know what we know. You know, from the trailer, obviously the movie got pushed back. Who knows exactly how Spider-Man will show up, if he does show up in Morbius. We know at the very least he's in the graffiti. Looks to be setting stuff up with that. We also know from the trailer that the Vulture is going to be in the movie. Now, the last we heard about this, and this is slightly spoilery, there's rumors and plot leaks that are saying that Michael Morbius he'll break himself out of prison. And when he breaks himself out of prison, that will be that scene in which we see a lot of the other prisoners escaping, including the Vulture, getting out of jail, creating the avenue for the Sinister Six to be out there and doing their thing, okay? Now, also, on this list, there is the Kraven the Hunter movie. Sony really wants to make a Kraven the Hunter movie. Marvel really wants to use Kraven the Hunter. There was a production grid for a Kraven the Hunter movie, but that was before the Sony Marvel debacle of late last year with their deal. So who knows exactly what's happening with the Kraven the Hunter thing. But yes, Sony definitely wants to do a Kraven the Hunter movie. It's a tie-up on their priority list. But, okay, getting back to Silver and Black. The thing that's really interesting about Silver and Black is that this movie was one of the first ones that Sony threw out there when Venom was first being developed and when they were talking about the Sony Marvel universe. And if you ever go back, if you're ever just interested, you can go back and watch some of the videos that we did where I was talking about when Tom Hardy was first cast as Venom and when that whole thing was first going on. I was interested. I'm intrigued by the Sony Marvel universe. I'm intrigued by that, you know? So it's really interesting, and Silver and Black has had a long history of it being stuck in production hell. And who knows exactly if the movie would ever, come out. But I'll say I think it could actually be a really successful movie. You know, Silver Sable is a badass, femme fatale, but, hardcore badass. She's also sort of a broker of information and things like that. And Black Cat's just great. You know, I just like the Black Cat character. I do think, however, that one of the reasons that Silver and Black has not moved forward is because I think it's a movie that can benefit heavily from Spider-Man being in the film. You know, Felicia Hardy and her sort of thing with Spider-Man. And I think just in general, like it's just a good. It feels like a good mix if you were to have Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Silver and Black all in one movie. You know, maybe not necessarily like a love triangle thing, but at least like sexual tension between those characters could create a really interesting atmosphere. I think that's a movie that they really didn't want to make without Spider-Man. And so as they were figuring all of that out, I think that's why it was sort of delayed, but still possibly being developed, and we could see it eventually. YouTube keeps suggesting that I watch Fantastic Four: Rose of the Silver Surfer. What did I do? I don't know. I don't know, brother. What did you do? Russell, what's up, my brother? We're just blabbing about these MCU movies, man. That's what we're doing. We're just blabbing about MCU movies on a Monday morning. So, Sinister Six. Yes, Sinister Six has been in development over at Sony Pictures for a long, long time. There was that famous post-credit scene in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I believe, right? There was that post-credit scene. Really creepy, kind of cool. They've wanted to do a Sinister Six movie for, like, ever. And it looks like that will eventually happen. That is definitely on the table. And the thing that's crazy is, man, we might get, like, a lot of really great actors. Like, I really think they should bring Jake Gyllenhaal back as Mysterio and put him in the Sinister Six. You know? I really think so. And that would be a really exciting film to watch, man. And depending on who they cast as Kraven and stuff, like, man, it just seems really cool. It's really, really cool. I hope literally all these movies bomb. Jacob's Quest, what the hell? It feels like you woke up on the wrong side of the pillow today on this Monday, man. You hope all these movies fail? Are you just talking about Sony or just in general? Now, here's an interesting one, guys. Madam Web. Y'all know about this? You know about this? Sony was literally developing a Madam Web movie. It was real. It was real. I can't believe it, but there was real shit being developed for a Madam Web movie. So wacky, so wild, but I remember those reports. They seemed legitimate. I don't know how it would work. I don't know what they would do with it, but Madam Web, sounds pretty wild, but you know what? Why not? How in the actual F can you make a Madam Web movie work? I don't know, but those good folks at Sony will figure it out. You know, I've been skeptical of Sony, but in a change of events today, and by no means having anything to do with a phone call that I got from Tom Rothman earlier in the stream, I'm feeling all these Sony's movies all of a sudden. So, Madam Web, crazy, right? Mysterio. There's a legit Mysterio project, solo Mysterio movie possibly being developed over at Marvel Studios with Jake Gyllenhaal. That's real. That's real, baby. And that would be absolutely hilarious. Aunt May, real. Look, if you're a Sony hater, some of the stuff might just be like, yeah, see, exactly. This is where their heads are at. They were literally developing an Aunt May movie. Yeah. They were literally developing an Aunt May movie. Okay, so let's just move on. There's no reason to talk about that shit. Silk movie. Now, if you don't know who Silk is a really interesting character. She is a female clone of Peter Parker. Oh, wait, no, she's not. No. That's a different character. That's Jessica Drew in the Ultimate Universe. Sorry. Silk is a character that was bitten by the same spider as Peter. So they have this weird connection. And you know what? I'm thinking there's some reason that Silk is really, really strong and powerful, and I forget why exactly, but I do know that she and Peter were bitten by the same spider, and that and that Silk and Peter have this weird attraction to each other, where when they're around each other, they just want to rip each other's clothes off and bump uglies, as Mama used to say. Yeah. It's hilarious and kind of really interesting. But Silk is very strong. Very strong, kind of a cool character. I kind of like that character, and I kind of like that connection. You know what I mean? Pretty funny stuff. Everyone would think the Aunt May movie would be a typo, and it would star Paul Rudd. Why not? Yeah, where's Cindy Moon in the MCU, Stormbreaker? And why are you so good at knowing things? Okay, next up, Solo. Okay, maybe you guys haven't, you don't remember about Solo. There's a Solo movie in early stages of development over in, really, she's in Homecoming? That's interesting. Solo is like a sort of Nick Fury-esque character, but he's younger. Whew, pardon me. He has implants that allow him to teleport short distances, and he's just kind of like a, in general, badass. He's literally modeled after Jason Bourne. So he's supposed to be like a Jason Bourne of the Marvel Comics, and that character is on the table for something being developed at Sony, right? We talked about this. I actually think it's pretty cool. Next up, Man-Wolf. Yeah, man. If you guys don't know about Man-Wolf, whoo, you got to know about Man-Wolf. Man-Wolf is such an interesting character. Such an interesting character, okay? Because there's all sorts of crazy stuff that happen with Man-Wolf, where he's sort of like an alien version of a werewolf, okay? But he also gets like all these like cosmic abilities. There's this whole story between these aliens on the moon and all this crazy like ultra powerful crazy stuff going on with Man-Wolf. Man-Wolf is such a wild, ridiculous character, and I would love to see that character explored. Man-Wolf is very interesting. So hey, look, I'm down for some crazy Man-Wolf. Jackpot. Yeah, he's like basically Man Bear Pig, yeah. And he's a little like Man Thing Godfather, for sure. Okay, Jackpot. Very wild, weird Spider-Man type character. Something really weird being developed over at Sony. Literally just is like a jack-o'-lantern kind of character. Yeah. We don't even have to talk about that, okay? Now, next up. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. What an interesting journey this film has been on. You know, I think one of the films that will benefit the most from the big break and the delay from the economy shutting down and things like that. Scott Derrickson obviously no longer on the project. Sam Raimi is on the project. And now Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness is officially the last film in Phase 4, at least now, until Feige reveals the third year of Phase 4 later this year and proves my theory correct. Until that happens, Multiverse of Madness is the last film in Phase 4. It's the anchor. It's the Avengers type movie. We really believe that Doctor Strange 2 is going to show us not only a new cast of Avengers that is basically just our new Avengers, so to speak, but we will also possibly be seeing alternate versions of the MCU characters we already love via a journey through the multiverse, which will be very exciting. So that's that. It's going to be really cool. Thor Love and Thunder, apparently one of the wildest scripts that anybody's ever heard of. Taika Waititi taking Taika Waititi things to the extreme Taika Waititi level. Yeah, that's right. So that's going to be really crazy. That movie has changed. It will now come out before Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Really crazy stuff. That's going to be really interesting. The Hawkeye series. Some people think that the Hawkeye show is not happening. That's not true. It's totally happening. They're trying to figure out their Kate Bishop stuff. I know that there was some stuff that happened with Jeremy Renner. I'm not here to tell you how to feel about the information that happened and things that came out about Jeremy Renner. I'm not your dad. But I will tell you, all the reports about like that show having problems because of Jeremy Renner are biggity bullshit. It all has to do with Haley Steinfeld. It all has to do with the Kate Bishop character. It has nothing to do with Jeremy Renner. Now, having said that, of course, things change. If he does something weird, or some extra crazy shit comes out, yeah, they'll have to deal with that. But honestly, no, it doesn't have much to do with that. The movie, or the show, is rather still happening, and I think a big priority for Disney and Marvel. Next up, Moon Knight. Whoo, baby. Who's excited for that Moon Knight show, man? It's going to be awesome. All we know about it is that it's going to be exploring the psychological aspects of the character, as well as a lot of action and crime fighting. We know about this from the production grid and the casting call to get Moon Knight. So, very interesting stuff. Looks to be, or we know it's going to be a Disney Plus show. There are a lot of rumors of Daniel Radcliffe or Shia LaBeouf or somebody like that coming in to play the character. My personal choice is Shy. I think he would be great. Moon Knight is going to be dope. Look, I'm going to say it right now, and the DC fans might not like it. Nobody wake Tara up because she'll get super mad at me. But Moon Knight will be a better Batman movie than Matt Reeves' The Batman. You heard it here first. Okay, moving on. Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel's interesting. Here's the deal with Miss Marvel. I think the character of Kamala Khan is fascinating. I think she gets a bad rap because she was a part of like this whole champions, all new, all different Marvel, you know, the woke side of Marvel. And to be fair, I do think some writers took the character and did political agenda type shit with the character. And that was weak sauce in a lot of ways, in my opinion. However, I think Kamala Khan is a fascinating character. I'm excited to see the show. I'm excited to see what the MCU can do with this character that didn't land very well with the Marvel Comics audience. But actually, it's funny because she didn't land well with a certain sect, but the Miss Marvel comic with her is one of the most popular comics among young people and for digital sales. Kamala Khan is an insanely popular Marvel character, but it feels like she's really niche. She's really only hitting with a certain audience, but she's very popular with that audience. I'd like to see her do better than that. I'd like to see her have a little bit more mass appeal. The character will deal with social issues, but there's no reason that it can't deal with social issues in a way that's still digestible, that isn't super divisive, and also the real draw here for people like me is the Inhumans royal family. So we'll be getting an actual, much better version of the Inhumans royal family. Feige is so smart. We talk about it all the time. Feige's really smart at giving everybody the toys, man. Everybody gets the toys. You know? I saw some comments. Oh, Godfather. I saw some comments on the Star Wars video I did yesterday about how, like, but what about the female centric show? That's going to be crap or whatever. And I get it. Like, I get that divide. I get where people are at with it. My thing is, like, when I saw that comment, I was like, look, why can't the female fans and the fans that care about that stuff, why can't they have something awesome? Like, they should be able to have something awesome. And if you think the Mandalorian is a little bit more geared towards the male hardcore audience or whatever your notions of that are, like, my thing is this: there are different kinds of fans. Different kind of fans care about different things. That's fine. Make sure everybody's got a toy, and we're good. And so that's what Feige's really good at. Miss Marvel show, I'm excited to check it out. Not so much for Kamala Khan, for me, but more for the Inhumans royal family. So really interested to see that show and how it goes. She-Hulk. She-Hulk is a really interesting show. I'm very interested in the She-Hulk show. Mark Ruffalo will be in that show. It's going to be a Hulk show more than a She-Hulk show. At least that's what's rumored. So that's really cool. Seeing a possible entry to Red Hulk, seeing a possible entry to Red She-Hulk, or maybe even, why am I blanking on Scar, and different things like that. Whew. Pardon me. So that kind of stuff is really interesting. Now, I'll say this. The drama, right, the latest Twitter bait about this, all has to do with the writer. And apparently the writer is like one of these super woke, super progressive people that likes to just, I don't know. The perception is that she's sort of man-hating or whatever, right? And I don't know how much of that's true. You know, it's probably blown out of proportion, even if it is true. So there's that element to it. But for me, in general, I'm just interested to see She-Hulk. I hope they get Allison Brie. Allison Brie is a babe, and she's hilarious. So I'd love it to be Allison Brie. But yeah, She-Hulk's a coming. Very interesting stuff. Deadpool 3. Rob Liefeld says there are zero plans for a Deadpool 3 in the MCU. Yeah, Rob's just wrong. There's definitely plans for Deadpool 3 in the MCU. Now, there is an argument to be made on whether or not the Deadpool films will play in the MCU sandbox? Will they get access to the other characters? Will they actually be in the MCU, or is he going to kind of be kept at arm's length? That's yet to be seen, but they do have plans for Deadpool 3, but yeah, it probably won't be coming out for 5 years. Look, Feige said before the Fox purchases happened, he had a 5-year plan with content before we got any of that. You know what I mean? So, is what it is. Deadpool 3. Ant-Man 3. Wow, I'm going to like lose my voice. This is like a auction. We got the Black Cat movie, silver and black. Can I get a Sinister Six? Madam Web, Mysterio, Ant-Man movie. I'm just going nuts here, Chet. This is fucking crazy, bro. Whew! Okay, we're almost through. Are we? Oh my God, we're not even close. Okay, we got to rattle on through this. I want to get into some Q&A. We're gonna go a little bit more, rapid fire here. Okay, Ant-Man 3, it's happening. It's a big deal. Michael Douglas knows some stuff about it. Teased that there'll be information revealed soon. I think that's pretty much bullcrap. It's just actors being actors. But I wouldn't be surprised to get something mentioned maybe at Comic-Con this year. But Ant-Man 3 is coming. Should be a big freaking deal. Black Panther 2, Namor rumors abound. It's going to be pretty crazy. Chadwick Boseman is too skinny to play the character, though, so they fired him, and sure, he's going to be Black Panther now. I'm just kidding. All that shit's bullshit. Captain Marvel 2. The thing we know about this is it's going to set up the status quo for the next Avengers movie. Okay? Going to set up the status quo for the next Avengers movie. Other than that, not much to talk about. Blade, baby. Blade, Mahershala Ali. Very interesting stuff. Guys, that Midnight Suns thing seems to be really real because I just saw some people talking about how the Elsa Bloodstone rumors are closely tied in with Moon Knight and Blade, that those names are all being thrown around together to basically take that idea that Jeff Loeb had to do the sort of mystical, supernatural side of Marvel Television over at Hulu. Yeah, that's all eliminated now, and Feige is going to take it and do a better version of that with also, yes, having all the supernatural characters. By the way, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans, Chloe Bennett just debunked all of the rumors about Quake appearing in anything Marvel. I'm sorry. The shit ain't canon. Get over it. It's never happening. It's never going to be canon. Anything not Feige is... Look, just get over it. Okay, moving on. Fantastic Four. Rumors. It's happening. We don't know anything about how. X-Men. Rumors. We don't know how. Avengers 5. Rumors. Thunderbolts. Rumors, but it's legit. Thunderbolts, something is happening. It's going to happen on probably Disney Plus. That's kind of where I'm going with it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. Quake is actually going to appear in the Snyder Cut, Mav. Just so you know. Young Avengers. Real. Definitely being developed, probably on Disney Plus. I think it'll be interesting. Dark Avengers. I want it to be real. No real sign on it. Jeremy Conrad told me it's probably just going to be Thunderbolts. Sorry. Broke my heart. I refuse to believe it. So Dark Avengers confirmed it will be happening. Secret Invasion. This is really interesting. Secret Invasion show is real. Lead into Captain Marvel 2. Going to be on Disney Plus, going to involve Sword. Hopefully we get some Abigail Brand, get some crazy good Marvel flavor out there. But yeah, Secret Invasion, real. Ghost Rider, real. Something Ghost Rider is being developed. We have no idea if it's going to be a movie, its own series, but yes, something Ghost Rider is being developed. Miss America, I don't know about this one. I know that there are talks. I know it's in early stages. I know it might happen. But I think the Chavez character, America Chavez, will probably show up in Doctor Strange 2. I don't know if she'll get her own thing. I just don't know. Very contentious character. That Miss America character is way more contentious than Miss Marvel or She-Hulk or any of those. If I was Marvel, I might stay away from Miss America. Got to be honest. Ironheart, real. But we know very little about it. We don't know who it's going to be. Could it be Morgan Stark? Could it be Shuri? Could it actually be Riri Williams? We don't know, but we do know that Ironheart is being developed for the MCU. Agents of Atlas, Rumored, likely true, we know very little about it. Nova, real, but we know very little about it. Early stages of development, either a film or a Disney Plus show, who knows? Nova is real. Secret Warriors, real, but we know very little about it. We really don't know what's going on with Agents of Atlas, but we do know that it is in some kind of stage of development over at the MCU. Okay, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. spinoff, probably going to get canceled. The original Ghost Rider show has already been canceled since this post was made. Woo! We did it! We did it, boys. Get me back on the chat. Whew! We did it. And now let's do a little bit of Q&A. Got like 15 minutes. I want to know what you think. That's a lot of MCU, huh? Good God, man. It took that long to read it. Ghost Rider was canceled during the reading. Power Pack, you know, I gotta be honest. I don't know how legitimate the Power Pack stuff is. If I didn't mention it, it probably came from Mikey Sutton. You know what I mean? I like Shuri. June says Shuri is her own popular character now. I really like Shuri. You need a White Wolf show? MCU is seam busting. Guys, like, do you know how crazy it's going to be when all this shit starts rolling out? What about your barber? R.I.P., man. R.I.P. The hair. What happened to the Fury files? Guys, I really don't know, actually. I should reach out to some people about that. But, like, when I heard the Fury files thing, I didn't get that pumped about it. Like, at all. And Fury files could have been something happening at Marvel before Feige got, like, creative control of everything. And he might have saw Fury Files, and he was just like, no. No. You know? If Feige no like it, it doesn't happen. What about Don Cheadle and War Machine? Look, here's the thing. I don't know if... I heard this crazy thing that actually... I don't know if it's real or not, but I think it was actually Cheadle that talked about this. They gave him 2 hours to decide whether or not he wanted to be a part of the MCU in the future. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. That they were like literally like, hey man, here's this big old contract. You got 2 hours. Power Pack was reported by Conrad. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I came late, but did you go over the Defender stuff? I hope they bring to life Iron Fist. The show couldn't... Yeah. What about the dichotomy of good and evil? What you mean? What you mean? Yeah, that's what I heard is that they were like, yo, Don Cheadle, you got 2 hours. Do you want to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the next 10 years or not? I don't know. Look, I'd love for Don Cheadle to continue to appear. Just being random. I'd love for Don Cheadle to continue to appear. I just don't know if that's a high priority for them. And the thing is, it's one of those characters where they could be like, you know, here's the thing. Like, we don't need War Machine anytime soon. So what if we just drop War Machine out for a while and then bring him in later and sign a contract later? You know what I mean? Terrence Howard gotta still be salty. Yeah, probably. But he wanted way more money. Do I think Captain Marvel 2 will be better than the first one? Absolutely. And I don't even think the first one's that bad. In fact, if you're a big hater of Captain Marvel, I'd suggest watching it again. Just check it out on Disney Plus. It's probably way better than you remember. And you know what, guys? You don't even have to tell people that you feel that way. You can continue to hate Brie Larson on the internet. I'm not even asking you to come out of the closet with that. But for your own shit, you should probably watch it again. It's not that bad. You don't have to tell your friends. It's really not that bad. I love the dynamic between Black Cat and Spidey, but would they have to wait for Peter to get a little older and into his first or second year of college to make that work? It's very possible. It's very possible. I like that shit too. I like sexual tension. I think sexual tension is good. Mallory Page says, I think Don Cheadle was talking about in 2009 when he was originally offered the role. Wow, okay. Yeah, I could be wrong on that. Interesting. Okay. Terrence Howard is better? I don't know. So is Jeremy Renner getting replaced as Hawkeye? No. I so highly doubt that. Do you think there are plans to do Hercules? If yes, where do you think he'll pop up? I don't know, because Hercules they're literally redoing that film. You know what I mean? So they're doing the Hercules film, live action version of that animated movie. Wouldn't it be kind of weird to also put him into the MCU? I don't know. Ben from Ozark? Yeah, that's a good cast. That's a good casting. Where are the mutants? The mutants are coming in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and they'll be sprinkled throughout a lot of different things. Eternals would be a good place for the Hercules to show up. Yep, that's what Stormbreaker was doing. He wrote an article about that, actually, which will be published. Holy shit. James Heaton coming in hot with the super chat. Thank you for the love. Hey, Josh, I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon. Russo said they considered using Quake and Netflix heroes in Endgame. Pretty sure it's sort of.
They considered using Quake and Netflix heroes in Endgame. Pretty sure it's sort of canon. Coulson sent Avengers after struck through Hilly now. Thanos was named 2 years.
Thanos was named 2 years ago. Yeah, so there's some rumors that this final season will finally address the snap and the blip. And I get it. And the thing is, I think if you're one of those people, if you want it to be canon, it can be canon. Technically, Nick Fury shows up in the show, right? So I get what you're saying. And I would not want to take anybody's enjoyment of the show and the fact that they feel like it's connected. But I think that, like, you just got to look at the way Feige does stuff. Like, it's game over, dude. Like, it's game over for everything that isn't directly Feige. And he's earned that right. We might not like it, but he's earned that right. So, I get what you're saying. It's like canon-ish. Dude, yeah. That would be a good, for Namor, that'd be great. So, no, I appreciate, yeah, it's like a tricky one, James, because I think that it was canon, and I think that, honestly, like, depending on where the show ends, because I have no idea what's going on in that show. Like, I have no idea. I've heard that there's, like, they're in the Matrix or something, and then there's, like, going to be time travel and shit like that. So, like, yeah, like, it can work in the canon in your mind, but, like, those characters are not coming into anything. Like, Quake, no. Anything that was Jeff Loeb, anything that was Jeff Loeb stuff, it's gone. It's over. for anything Marvel Television with Jeff Loeb. Yeah, the Inhumans TV show snapped out of existence. So much good activity in the chat. Smash that like. Smash that like, baby. But how do you do Secret Warriors without Quake? You make a new Quake. New Quake! I like Chloe Bennett, though. I do think she's cool, but yeah, no. New Quake, dude. Nope. Nope. They'll totally recast her. Inhumans is on Disney Plus? Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, they'll make a new Quake and a better Quake. Who would I cast as Ghost Rider? I think that Keanu Reeves is the perfect casting. Could they use Chloe Bennett but make a new version of Quake not connected to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? No. Dude, he ain't going to do that. I mean, think about it. Here's why I know. He loved Charlie Cox Daredevil. He loved Charlie Cox Daredevil. Charlie Cox ain't going to be Daredevil in the MCU. Like, the answer is no. Which is why I'm so interested in seeing how he works with Kathy Kennedy and does Star Wars stuff. You know what I mean? Like, how does my man come over to Star Wars and not just be like, everything that came before is not... Like, what if like he just Feige's Star Wars? You know what I mean? Nick Cage is perfect Ghost Rider. Amen. Olivia Munn for the new Quake? I'm down. That's how desperate I am. I need new Marvel stuff. I get you, Jordan. But I tell you, man, we're going to be getting so much good shit soon. So much good shit is on the way. Spider-Man show, I saw you, man. Josh is Wolverine. Why not? I'm bulking up. Got to get bigger than Battinson. I'm going to be, if you guys didn't know, I'm going to be bulkier and in better shape than Robert Pattinson by the time the Batman movie comes out. I've got a picture on my wall of the Twilighty Edward with like a Batman cowl on it. And when I work out, I'm like doing push-ups and I'm looking up on him. I'm like, you motherfucker. Too good to work out? You don't want to work out in the quarantine, you entitled piece of shit. I have that John Campea rant playing with some Metallica. You know what I mean? So I got like the 3 months. Do it in 3 months. Oh, I don't know if it'll be 3 months. See, look, here's the thing. I said by the time the movie comes out, not by the time they start shooting again. Come on now. But like, basically, like, when I go to see the Batman, gonna need a montage? Absolutely need a montage. Absolutely. When we go to see Batman, I might even like design a shirt that says something like, I'm bigger than Battinson or something like that. Like, I actually worked out during quarantine or some shit like that, you know? Even Rocky had a montage. You're damn right. No one but me thinks about Shang-Chi. Dude, I'm so excited for Shang-Chi. I think Shang-Chi's going to be legit, dude. You kidding me? Get ripped, bruh, but Pattinson don't give a fuck. He's just trolling. I wonder if he was just trolling. I wonder. I think that's a bad troll. I got to be honest. If he was trolling, bad troll. But do you have a Batmobile? No, you don't. Neither does Pattinson. He's got a freaking hot rod. He's got a freaking hot rod with like dumbass decals and an exposed engine because he's the worst Batman ever. Motherfucker ain't got no Batmobile. Hot take, Josh. Understanding that John Campea was a victim of the Pattinson troll, I don't think his argument itself was invalid. Dude, yeah. I mean, for real. Trinity replacing Jessica Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Dude, Trinity would be a good Luthor, huh? Better than freaking doucheface. That Eisenberg is that perfect example of that person that's like, I'm going to come in, I'm going to put my stamp on this. You know, like, I can't wait to do Lex Luthor my way. Lex Luthor before, well, they never made a Lex Luthor like this. This my Lex Luthor. Get the fuck out of here. That was the worst Lex Luthor I've ever seen. I love Lex Luthor. I love Lex Luthor. Ooh, let's postmodern it up. This will be a realistic take on a comic book character. Fuck out of here with that. That's Urkel Lex Luthor. Bernadette says, worst Batman ever? Really? You haven't seen him in the role yet. That's fair. Bernadette, that's fair. We don't know until we see it. You're right. It's a good point. Chet as Drax the Destroyer. Yeah, and then like his superpower would be like showing his ugly mug, and it would just people would just explode. Hot take 2. You are paid millions of dollars by the studio. PR is a part of the role. You are paid ridiculously for it. Trolling is dumb. That's exactly. Burke the Nerd. Exactly. The Batman cast equal greater than the Dark Knight cast. That's a hot take. That's a hot take right there. Show the mug on stream. What, like this mug? The Taylor Lane Organic Coffee, the official coffee of the morning streams here on the Den of Nerds. Go to taylorlane.com and use the code NERDS10 at checkout for 10% off. That mug, Michael? Show that mug on stream? I would never be so bold. Josh should be cast as my father who never came back from buying cigarettes. Like, damn, boy, what's it been like? 3, 4 months? And then Jacob's quest is like, it's been 9 years. And then I'm like, damn, I need to lay off the peyote. You have a profound hatred of Drax? Ooh. Aside from Affleck, when has Batman ever been jacked / huge? In every single comic book ever. Bale was toned and ripped. No, he wasn't. He was jacked out of his mind. Now, in the second and third movie, he doesn't get as big as he was in the first movie. But, bro, he weighed 225 pounds as Batman. And you don't want to go down this road with me. You don't want to go down this road. Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney weren't exactly full beast mode. Yeah, they weren't, because they weren't taking place in the modern day comic book movie genre. Robert Sinclair, I think you're an awesome dude. But do not try. 225 isn't that big? What? The Rock is 260. Think about what you just said, Adam. Think about what you just said. The Rock, mountain of Samoan muscle, is only 35 pounds bigger than someone at 225. Think about what you just said. 225 ain't that big? Bro, 225 on anybody 6 feet and under is thick AF. 225 is NFL running back big. Dude, 225 is big. The Rock is 6'5" and only weighs 35 pounds more By the way, I'm just telling you to get you riled up. Oh, I knew it! I knew it! Oh, show Chet mug on stream. I see what you mean, Michael. I see what you mean. Yeah, a lot of players don't even hit 225. Look, I'm calming down. Look, I could be wrong about this Batman movie. I'm open to being wrong about it. But, like, I feel the way I feel about the movie. And, you know, look, I don't want it to fail. I don't want to be right. But when it happens and I am right, I'm going to sit back and just be like, oh, I don't know who could have called this. I don't know who could have called this, that every single thing that came out about the Batman painted a very weird picture that to me didn't really feel like Batman. And yeah, it like didn't, like honestly, I don't see, I could be wrong. I don't see Batman fans responding well to this Batman thing. And you know, it's so funny. It's like, look, don't tell Terrazon about this. Don't tell Terrazon about this. But there's a lot of DC fans like Tara that are so starved and thirsty for great DC films, including great Batman, that they are like ignoring all of the obvious red flags about this movie. So, we'll see. Won't we? Is Trinity up yet? Is Trinity up yet? Let's see. Let's try to get to Trinity's stream. Boom, 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 boom. Man, it's gonna be such a good nerdy week too, guys. Like, I don't know about you guys. I'm in such a good mood today, and I'm in honestly. It's going to be such a good nerdy week. You know? So much good stuff, man. Tara got her streaming stuff. Oh, I know. Trust me, Lavis. I know all about it. I'm actually excited, though. I can't wait. You know, people don't get it. Like, people... I shouldn't say people don't get it. But I just think that people don't understand why Tara... we need a... You need a diversity of ideas. You need to have people of that just feel differently about the fandom. We can't have it's good. Tara is so important to the den. I don't think people realize. Because I know some people are like not her biggest fan. That's totally fine. By the way, there's a lot of people that aren't my biggest fan. Totally fine. But you need people of different opinions to be able to have a proper conversation about fandom. For sure. Chloe Bennett just tweeted she is not involved in Marvel Studios project. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier, but yeah. I wonder if Thanos will come back. It's good to talk and learn. XR Coon, you said read my last chat. What was your last chat, man? Weak job. We need 100-pound child as Batman. Maybe. Give me a shout out and I'll give you a shout out. Says Darian Plays. There you go, brother. Shout out. Batfleck wasn't a great Batman. He just had good fight choreography. See, here's the thing. I actually kind of agree. I don't think that... I actually liked him as Batman, but I felt like the material that he had to work with wasn't that great. And Batman v Superman just doesn't work for me. There's some cool aspects to it, and I think that the extended cut is much better, but just in general, no. Like, just in general, no. Renee says, sorry I didn't make it today. Shout out to the wifey for her birthday. Shout out to the wifey. Is the DCEU still a thing? This is what drives me nuts about. Oh, man. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to go down this road again, but here's what I'll say in the most polite way that I can. The DCEU, if you even ask people at Warner Brothers, they will tell you the DCU isn't a thing and it never was. That's literally what they will tell you. So I'll just leave it there. Yeah, they literally claim it was never a thing. It's like, my question is if we can fan cast the live action Attila? What's the Attila? What is that? Is that an acronym? Dude, they claim... Oh, Avatar The Last Airbender. Oh, yeah, no, we can definitely... Well, we can do that. I don't know if we should do that as a community stream. Just because, like... I don't know, man. It's just not... I don't know if it's going to be as popular with the audience, right? I think it's a cool idea, but, like, we want to do something kind of big that really draws people in, that, like, a lot of people want to talk about. I will tell you this, though, guys. I started watching Avatar The Last Airbender over the weekend on anime. On Netflix, and it's really cool. I like it a lot, and I see why people love it, and I can't wait to get further into the series. That Wonder Woman hype. Dude, I'm really hyped for Wonder Woman, though. I don't know. I want to go see Wonder Woman in theaters when it comes out, but I got to be honest with you guys. I don't want to wear a fucking mask in the movie theater. I don't want to wear a mask in a movie theater for like 2 hours. I'm not saying that, like, I don't want to respect people's health and all that shit. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is I don't want to sit in a goddamn theater with a mask on for 2 hours. I just don't want to do it. I don't think I'm going to do it. I got to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to do it. So if we go to the theaters and that's the rules, I don't think I'm seeing any movies anytime soon in the theaters. Just wear a bag on your head? I'm not Chet. Come on now. I'm not Chet. Come on now. Can you not swear? I'm a kid. Ooh, that's tough. Look, I'll try not to swear. I will try not to swear. But the live channel and these live shows are not for kids. So it's just not for kids, man. This is not content for kids. So, yeah. But I'll try. I'll wear a mask to watch the Eternals. Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Of course I want to see Black Widow and Eternals. But I'm literally that, like, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can sit in a theater and wear a mask the whole time. Like, I just can't do it. I have, like, zero interest in doing that. So, if they can figure that out, then, yeah. Can you tell me what this stream is all about, Hopeless Gamer? Not only can I not tell you what this stream is all about, but if you ask a question like that again, I will permanently ban you from this channel, Hopeless Gamer. You better be careful coming into this chat and flapping your gums like that. So no, to answer your question. And I got my eye on you, Hopeless Gamer. But anyway, welcome to the chat. Trinity up yet? I know, Chet. We're having fun today. I'm just feeling good. It's a good nerdy week, baby. It's a good nerdy week. Bro, why? What did I do? You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Just watch your flappy gums. That's all. Who are my favorite Last Airbender questions yet? Or characters? I really like the Fire Tribe guy. The Fire Tribe guy with like the eye burnt. I forget what his name is, but like I like that. I like the plot they're doing where he's like exiled, but he's like kind of becoming more honorable. You know what I mean? I assume he'll kind of pull a Vegeta. Zuko, yeah. I assume Prince Zuko, yeah. I assume that he will become a anti-hero, sort of Vegeta-like character. And, man. I like his character a lot. I will like him even more. Awesome. Dude, it's good. It's good. Can I ask you guys something, though? Can I ask you guys something about it? Not that I'm, like, turned off by it, but does it get a little less childish? So the animation is just, and, like, what they do with the young Avatar character, and, like, he's just really goofy, and, like, it's not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but does it get just a little bit more mature for me? You know what I mean? Yes, it gets more serious. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Awesome. Sean Forney says, masks are going to make theater snacks difficult to eat. Dude, I'm just not going to do it. I just can't do it. Like, I'm not one of those guys that's saying, like, masks are stupid. We shouldn't be wearing masks. Like, I get it. We should probably be wearing masks. And I get that, like, you know, especially if there's no vaccine or whatever, we should be doing it. But I'm just telling you straight up, I am not going to sit in a movie theater with a mask over my face for 2 hours. I'm not going to do it. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean I'm not seeing movies in the theaters anymore? I don't know. I got a lot of friends that watch new movies at home, if you know what I mean. I'm just not going to do it. Who's my favorite Marvel character? So, is Trinity live, by the way? Because I keep, like, refreshing on his page, and I don't see him going live. So I got to end this stream soon. And I want to try to... Oh, here he is. Okay, cool. Okay. He's going over this interesting topic. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Trinity has to say about this. I almost talked about this today, too. He's talking about the scoop that the actress from Solo, A Star Wars Story, may be in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Check it out. You've kidnapped Trinity. Social contract has been broken. I don't see myself going to a theater for a long while, with or without a mask. Way too many people behaving irresponsibly currently for me to feel close to comfortable. That's totally fair, man. Look, that's totally fair. And however you feel about it, we got to make up our own minds about this, think about what it means for us, and then take action for that, right? I totally get that. But let me just say, for my own personal thing here, I am, like, really not afraid. I am really not afraid of what's happening. And it's a little frustrating to see the way things are going. And it's like, well, what is the end of it then? What's the other side of it then? Like, just forever now we're going to do all this stuff? It's like, I don't No, like, no. That's just me. I'm not saying that I'm certainly not an expert on any of this shit. But what I'm saying is, for me, the idea of going into a theater and wearing a mask for 2 hours in a theaters literally makes me want to throw up in my mouth. It's no way. I go to the theaters to enjoy. I go to the theaters to escape, to feel free, to have an awesome experience. I already don't like going to 3D movies because I don't like having the fucking glasses and shit on me, man. I don't want that. I want my popcorn. I want my soda. I want to be inebriated. I want to let I want to let it just wash over me. You know what I mean? Not doing it. All right, guys, one more time. Here comes the link at you. Bada boom, bada bang. There is the link to Trinity's stream. Should be a good episode over there. Lots of cool stuff coming to the channel. Tomorrow we're interviewing Kessel Run Transmissions. Look for that video. I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Look, as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next